You will pop this cover off. $14mm bolts, 14 as well, that one. You have them off. Wiggle, wiggle. This one comes out pretty easy. This one, it's easier if you pull it up. Okay, make it kind of like straight, and it will come off. Wiggle, wiggle. Next steps, it's gonna be removing this plastic cover. You'll be removing the clips, those plastic clips. This one, there's one right here, one on that end. As soon as you get that, there's also this clips right here. You can pull it from the bottom up, from behind it, and then kind of wiggle, wiggle to remove this piece. And yeah, make sure you don't lose anything. Get this off. Get that out of your way. Leave your way. 10mm bolts that will hold this metal piece. Okay, you do not have to remove this arm, but you do have to remove those 10. Anything you see between this metal and a 10mm bolt except this. And of course you're gonna be unplugging this wire, and you will get this right off. Hey guys, I actually removed the windshield wiper assembly because just because of this bolt, and I can't find my 10mm ratchet wrench, or just a wrench. I can't find it, so I have this tool. Gotta have it. If you guys don't have it, save it. You know, save a little money and get one of these tools. It's definitely worth it. Let's get this bolt off. Okay. After removing every 10mm bolts, I am able to remove the metal piece, so I can get a nice view of the coil, ignition coil, and definitely gonna get to the spark plugs. Got the coils off, the bolt and the coil off. The last two, I had to unplug the connector. It didn't have enough wiggle room, so I can just take off the coil. All right, Honda likes to use a lot of 10s. Toyota like to use a lot of 14. So if you check here, this is the new spark plug. This is a 14mm socket. I do not have the special socket, spark plug socket for this, so I'm just gonna use the 14mm socket with a little magnet to pull the old spark plugs. Their condition is just amazing. Let's get all the spark plug out. Right. Throw those spark plug in there. And remember, do not just use electric tool to torque this right away. I'm just looking for my tool. Let's do this. Always start the thread with your hand. Okay, start threading with your hand. Got some threads in, you can move to the other one. Start with your hands. Beautiful. Now you can tight and torque to inspect. Now you got everything back together. Everything's plugged in. Let's start the reverse procedure. Okay. Another reason you gotta love Toyota, they thought about this. When you have to put it together, this kind of gets on way. You can just lay it on the side, or just, remove that. But Yeah, you can do that, but probably gonna break here, but they make it even easier for you. Boom. All right, put this back in, align it, and start hand threading the bolts. Okay, get that tight. Okay, when you have this piece right here, if you look at that, that got to slide right there. You slide it in, place it matching the alignment with the bolt. Cool. We can't not forget, we do have a little metal piece that gives an extra support. That goes right here, and okay, right there. So that goes underneath. This bracket goes underneath to give support to this assembly.